In this video, we will teach you that how you can propagate a rose from cutting and make the root very quickly. If you are truly determined to learn how to propagate a rose no matter what type, watch this video carefully. We have prepared the cuttings and we will show you all the steps from start to finish, and we will learn you how to propagate high quality rose from cutting and what type of soil you need, what type of step proper, and how many buds you need, and all essential. So give this video a like and let's get started. In the name of the kind and merciful God, and my name is and welcome back to Free Gardening channel. My dear friend, one of the most important aspects of growing roses is propagation. You need to become skilled in this area so that you can propagate every type of rose you wish the cutting. This allows you to root the cuttings and grow completely new plants from them. This is the thing that you need to understand at the best time for propagation, the ideal period from late spring to early autumn. All the propagation can still be done at the other time. However, this is the best period for achieving the successful rooting. To ensure success, the cutting, it must have three things. First, it should be healthy and it should be thickness as a pencil, and also the second one, the thickness, it should be the thickness as a pencil, and the third one is semi-woody structure. It should be not soft or green nor hard woody. The best cutting is one of the best condition is semi-woody. It meets three things: condition, healthy, semi-woody, and thickness as a pencil. It's perfect for propagation. Now we have received some cutting from a very far distance. They are very high quality and healthy rose cutting, and if you ever receive cutting from far away, first wrap them securely on and then place them in a plastic bag. This way you can transfer them anywhere without needing refrigeration or any special condition. When you receive this cutting, you can replace them in the water and keeping few hours or 1 day. It's fine. Now let's move on to how to cut and prepare the cutting for rooting. Now, how to cut and prepare rose cutting. When the cutting, be very careful to preserve the buds, and each cutting should be at least 15 to 20 centimeter long, and it contain at least 3 to 5 buds. And let me show you how to do it step by step. First of all, you need a very healthy stem, and also measure it 50 to 20 centimeter, and also ensure at least 3 to 5 buds. And in this part we have two kind of flower, and I will unfold it, and this is red. Two kind of flower that we have. Now it is the second one. We open it. You should be very careful. There are some buds are grown with this wrap. Be very careful. It is a very red and also very beautiful rose cutting flower, and also I will plant it separately. And this is another one, the Muhammadi flower, and we will plant in another plant. Now we want to cut. How to cut it? At least 15 to 20 centimeter we should cut. At the bottom, this is a damaged part, and you should cut this part because it will cause to fungal disease. It near to this bud, and you should cut like angle cut, like this. You should cut. It is very perfect. You should cut near the bud, and that part it will the root will grow. The upper part, 3 to 5 bud, you can select. One bud is here, and the second one is there, and the third one is here, and this is the fourth one, and there's another one, the fifth one, and we have 5 buds. It's ready to cut, and we will cut the final part, and this is ready. It is completely ready. And the first, you can, if you have, you can cut and divide into two parts. First of all, this is 2 parts and 3 parts. You can divide into 2 cutting. First, it has 3 buds, and the second one has 2 buds, and we can cut like this, and it will be divided into 2 parts, something like this. It is very simple, my friend. In this part, the upper should be the upper cutting and also the down cutting, it should be at least different, and you can separate the thorn also from that part. It has 2, and also this has 3 buds, and another one has 2 buds. You should separate the thorn from the down part. This is ready for cutting. Now you can cut all of them at the same, like this part you should cut, and also cut all of them like this. Now this is the last one. We will cut the bottom and also the top part. We should cut, and we will divide into 2 parts, and it is ready. Now we will find the perfect bud. It has 4 buds, and we can divide into 2 parts. Each one will have 2 buds. We will cut from this part. It has 2 buds, and also this one also has 2 buds. We will cut like an angle this part. In this part we have 2 buds and also 3 buds. We have 2 groups cutting, and we will experiment both of them, that 2 buds will perfect and 3 buds will perfect. We will experiment both of them. We divide it into 2 parts. Okay, and we will get the result from both of them. Now we cut all of them and we put it in the water. It will absorb some water. It is very helpful, and I guarantee if you do this, all of them will thrive and grow and bring new shoots. It is very effective putting. After that, when you do something like this, after that you should prepare the soil, and at least 13 to 14 minutes you can put it in the water. Which kind of soil you can prepare? Those person they do not improve soil, they can use from sand, and also those person that they achieve perlite and cocoa peat, it is very effective for cutting, and also it will motivate to produce a lot of root. Those person that they cannot achieve perlite or cocoa peat, they can use from sand. Now we have cocoa peat, and we want to make it ready, and it is very perfect, and also it's very important for cutting, and also it will motivate to root very quickly. The cocoa peat will produce from coconut fruit, and it will grind, and also it will compact and make like this. It is a very improved soil. It has the very good characteristic. When you have this, it will retain moisture and water. Our duty is to motivate the retaining water or also retaining moisture around the cutting, and this moisture will motivate rooting from our plant. Now we can make it soil. Now it is a bulk. First of all, you can add some water, and it will absorb water, and it will become bigger, and it will separate from each other, and it will be ready very fast. It is very easy. It is very simple. You should add water and be wet a little bit. It will absorb water, and it will change into the soil, and it will absorb water. And the first thing you need to be wet, and if you have hurry, first of all you can break all of them into small pieces, and it will absorb the water very fast, something like this. Look at this. It is very compacted. When you're putting it into the water, it will as fast as possible, it will absorb water. Look at this. If you have this, I prefer this and mix with the soil. If you do not have this soil, you can use from sand. The sand, although the sand cannot retain water, but it will do not encourage the soil to waterlogged. And now it is ready. After some minutes, it is completely ready, and we change into the very perfect soil. Now we put it just in the water. At least 30 minutes later, it will change into this completely soil, and we want to plant in this pot. At the bottom of this, we have some holes at the bottom. Look at this, we put some holes, and at the bottom of this, it will cause to drain water. It will not cause to waterlog. At the bottom, you need put some stones, some like this. It will cause to not close the hole of the bottom of the cup. And also we put some sand at the end. This is the sand from near the sea, and we will collect both of them together. I said the duty of cocoa peat, it will retain water, and also it will keep moisture. And if we see the characteristic of sand, it will make aeration around the root of the plant. It will disperse the water, and the cocoa peat will retain the water. Both of them has different characteristics. If you collect and mix both of them together 15-15, and it will be a very completely and very useful soil for cutting. Let me to collect all of them. Some shovel I will collect from this part, and I will collect this part together. It will be, you should mix both of them together carefully, and you can put some this part, and also two shovel from this part, and mix both of them together. As I told you, you should mix 50-50 both of them together. It is a perfect combination from both of them. It will preserve water and also moisture around the cutting. When you are observing 15-15, it's very perfect. And if you think you need a lot cocoa peat, you can add a little more cocoa peat. It is very helpful. Do not worry, it is very perfect soil. When you're using from this kind of soil, please do not worry, it will completely bring a lot of root, and the root will grow very vigorously and also strongly. It is very simple way. Now it is ready completely, and now we want to plant. And this is not the real pot. It is just a simple container, and we made it as a pot. And you can find near a store like this, and make it some holes in the top, in the bottom of it, and you can change like this. It is a very perfect for cutting. If you do cutting in this kind of pot, it will grow very fast, and also you can transfer from every place to another place, and from cold place to warm place, from warm place to temperated place. And now our cutting is completely ready. Now you can use the hormone. That when you are using rooting hormone, it has 5 characteristics that you should use from this. First of all, the hard and woody cutting, it will motivate to root a new root. It will motivate the hormone, it will bring new root. And from every kind of hardwood, it will motivate to bring hardwood. The second one, the first part, that it is entering into the soil. When you are mixing with this rooting hormone, it will cause to different kind of disease. When you are using from this rooting hormone, it will preserve and protect. And when you are putting on your planting, it will increase the percentage of the plant. From for example, if you do not use a rooting hormone, from 10 it will grow 7 or 5. If you mix with the hormone, it will grow at least 99%. And the third one, when you're using this it will encourage the speed of rooting. When you use this, it will increase. For example, if you do not use rooting hormone, it will produce rooting at least in 7 weeks. If you use rooting hormone, it will grow and it will produce root in 4 weeks. And the last one characteristic, when you use from rooting hormone, it will cause to produce a lot of root. For example, if you do not use rooting hormone, it will produce 2 roots. And on the other hand, if you use from rooting hormone, it will produce a lot of, for example, 10 or 15 root. It's very effective for you. When it has 5 characteristics, you should use from this part. During planting, you should pay attention in this part. It is rooting powder, and you can find by the name of rooting powder. When you are using this, I introduce different kind of the positive characteristics, and you can use this. And those plants, and they are not intended to produce root. By using this powder, it will produce root. You will make them to produce root. Because of that, I am encouraging you to use this encourage hormone. And first of all, we can select the 2 bud cutting, and this part we cut like angle. The top one we cut the straight cutting. And now first it has water, and we threw it into the powder, and after that we put it into the water, insert into the water. First you should insert the first bud into the soil, and the next one will be upper the soil. We will plant all of them like this. First you should immerse into the powder, and next you should insert into the soil, and it should be like this distance. It's not very near, and also it's not very far. And the last one we will plant something like this, and it is very simple, my dear friend, and you can make in this pot in everywhere. Even you are not farmer, you are not gardener, you can do for yourself. It's very simple, my dear friend. Now we had some rose cutting, and we have some cutting from grape cutting. Also we will plant in the other part grape cutting, because we want to experiment both of them together. According to rooting powder, according to the same soil, we want to experiment both of them. It can grow in the same soil, how much time it will need, and we will experiment both of them in one condition, and all of them will process as the same process. It is very simple, my dear friend. You can do something like this. And there is 2 kind of plant. Now it is completely finished. Now we complete our process. Now it's time to give it water. Now you should give it water carefully, very carefully. And if you have different kind of thing, you can water it. Now we can use, and also we can water, we can irrigate something like this. First of all, when you are watering, it will go down some soil, and after that you can put extra soil around it. You should be ensured to water it completely, all of them, all the cutting. You should be ensured. We want to add some soils, because when you are putting some water, first we want some cocoa peat around it. Just cocoa peat, pure cocoa peat without a sun. It will retain moisture at the top. Because of that, we want to add some cocoa peat soil at the top, because it will, as I said, it will retain moisture. Now it is ready, my dear friend. Now you can put it into the final watering. It will also be done. The cocoa peat will go down and get moisture. Everything is ready, my dear friend. Now it is time to put it in a very good place. It will need 15 to 25 centigrade atmosphere. First of all, you need to cover with a plastic, and it will retain the moisture, and also it will keep the temperature. You should not put it into direct sunlight. You can put it into in the greenhouse. If you do not have greenhouse, you can cover it with a plastic and put it in a warm place, in a shady place. After you finish all of this, now you should you should be completely insured to care about the temperature and also the moisture. You should do something like that. And also during irrigation, you should also focus, because if the moisture will be decreased, the power of rooting will also be decreased. Because of that, you should give it water, and you should be keep it moist with different kind of thing you have. You should not give it a lot of water, and it will cause to root rot, and you should give it water and keep it moist. After 4 up to 8 weeks, it will produce new roots, and at the time it will produce the first leaf, you should put into the another one. And now it is time to transfer from the main place to the another part, or you can plant into the direct land, every place that you. This was very simple, my dear friend, and I explained all of them to you, and you plant new plant, and these are all everything from 0 to 100 propagation of cutting from roots. Everything that you have in your mind, now you can plant into the everything you have in your mind. You can comment down below. I hope you enjoy from this video. Please like video and also subscribe the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great time.